think we're live. Somebody already in the chat? Wow. TARDIS again on torches. Yep, we're going to talk about torches again. I got some new ones. Kind of one of them whim things where I thought it was cool, or somebody else had one, and I seen it, and I'm like, yeah, okay. We need something just like that, but bigger or better. So that's what I got. So you see in the title there, we got two different ones that we're going to check out. So the Nicron L71 and the PowerTac Warrior G4-FL 4200. So the PowerTac is the bigger version of this PowerTac M5 everyday carry little torch here. So they are still in the Amazon boxes, and there's two of them, so I don't know which one's which. So we'll open one of them up and see which one is which, and all the other good stuff. Get a knife and open this up. Check them out, see what's inside. Oh, we got the little Nicron and some markers that I needed. Put them off that side. So here's the first one that I acquired. Is this happened to be come about the place of employment. So one of the guys in shipping, he's got the smaller version of this little guy, and I thought it was pretty cool because it's it can either be a right angle job or a straight one. And of course, his has got a little, like I said, his is the smaller one. So it uses like kind of like it does use a rechargeable battery, but it's about the size of a AAA, which is bizarre. I've never seen anything so small. Or it can run on a AAA. But I like my 18650s, so I stick with that kind size, you know, and not have 400 different battery sizes hanging around. So, hi Pete, how are you? So let's open up this up guy. We'll check out the outside of the box. So it's got all the normal parameters. So 1800 lumens total for high power, 360 for medium, 200 for I guess low, and then it's got a moonlight mode, and it's got a red light, and then of course your normal everyday strobe and SOS, where the other one that the other guy had don't have them features, which is kind of nice. This is you know, if you don't need that kind, you don't really need to put it in, because how many people are really going to use SOS and the strobe? I mean, it's really kind of almost useless unless you really need one, you know, the SOS or the strobe. But you know, just one of them deals where sometimes it's built into that switch where you go through all the modes and you come across it. Or in some of these cases, if you do a specific button push press hold type thing, it comes up a lot on come up to be if you need it. But from everyday stuff, you don't really need to have that included with some of the torches. You know, something like this, you know, one of these little China prides where the you got to deal with all the modes. Yeah, there's the strobe, which is quite annoying, or the SOS or something like that. But I don't remember this one is on or off. Yeah, this is one of the dumb ones. So if you push and hold the button, it doesn't shut off. It just goes to your next mode, which is quite annoying. So that's the that's one of the zoomable ones. Of course, this one's cool because it's got the side light, which is kind of handy for some stuff. But it's also got that SOS mode. But then you get the other ones, the other torches where you got all the options of the modes, strobe and all SOS. But you know, if you have it on high and you just want to turn it off, just push and hold the button, and it shuts off. Which I don't know why it's not just standard, but it is what it is. You know, every brand is different. So that's all the specifications and English and China and all the other good stuff. So here is the little torch itself. This is in there quite good. Oh. And of course, this one is I think magnetic and USB. Comes with a little spare O-ring. So this one's magnetic, where you can stick it up on things. So let's see here. What do we got? Is this in range? Yeah. So that's one thing I wanted. Why I wanted this particular one is because it's magnetic, so you can stick it. Of course, that's not magnetic. That is. So if you got something that you need to work on, and you can just stick it to something and then have your light on and all other good stuff. So let's check this out. Of course, USB-C. So everything's starting to get standardized with USB-C. And then our spare O-ring, which we'll conveniently use. And of course, another USB-C cable. So got plenty of them. So USB-C, they go up in the cable hoard up on top. So let's see, what's this little tag saying? Probably a safety thing, or take out the tab. Please remove the insulating sheet. Yeah, so one of the deals where if it wasn't on there, you'd be like, hey, it don't work. What the hell? It's got a battery in it. So that's one of them things. This one has a unique feature. If you double click the button, it does lock out. So there's a little insulator. I can't pick it up because I don't have any fingernails. So our little insulator for shipping purposes. So here's our little protected cell. Your average 18650, 2600 milliamp hours. Stuff like that. So nothing really fancy. And then we'll stick that back in there. And of course, it's got the clip, so you can clip it to your hat, or clip it to your hat, or a pocket, or whatever. And this one, like I said, does go from a straight job to a right angle, or anywhere in between for that, have it where you need it. So I kind of like that. That's pretty neat. So let's fire this up. Of course, we got a little button here. So it's probably in lockout mode. So there we go. We are unlocked now. Okay, why is it flashing? Guess we'll have to refer to the instructions. See what that means. I hope it's not a low battery. Oh, let's see here. What does a double flash mean? I don't know. Use and maintenance, blah, 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 blah. Hidden function. So let's see. Press and hold it in, that'll turn on and off the light, blah, blah, blah. Regular function, power on. Medium, high, max, low. 4-mode cycle, power off. Hidden functions, at any mode, press the switch 3 seconds. That activates the hidden strobe. The red light function option, press the switch 1.2 seconds in any mode. Lockout function, press the switch 2 times continuously in off mode. It will never work in normal mode. Press the switch 2 times again to unlock and back to regular function low. Lock function designates the energy saving when put the flashlight into bag for a long time. Charging, blah, blah, blah. Tighten it in the barrel, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So maybe it's in lockout mode. So let's see. There we go. So when it flashes like that, it gives you the lockout mode. So you should be able to get all the modes. So let's see, that's Firefly. Of course, the overhead's not going to give you a good section. So there is Firefly mode. So if you're in a storm and you know that the power is going to go out, you leave this in Firefly mode. And I don't know how many hours it's going to run on that. Strobe, medium, low. 100 hours. So if you got a storm coming, you got 100 hours that you can have this on. So if you're in the dark and the power goes out, you always know where this is. So it's kind of handy. And for some people, that is very useful. Especially they know when the power is going to go out and it's going to be dark and they need to know where their torch is. So that's Firefly mode, which is quite impressive for Firefly mode.
Sure how to help you with that.
Shut up, Alexa. That's the first time she actually malfunctioned like that and answered. So there's a low, Firefly low. So there is a medium, and then turbo, or max, and then you go back to Firefly. So let's check out max. Max is quite impressive. Yeah. Ooh. So we'll go out and let's see. I'll get back. There we go. We're lighting up the night out there. It's still pretty dark out, even though it's almost 8 o'clock in the morning. It's still pretty dark out. So that's pretty impressive for dark mode. And of course, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, you're not in true darkness, so you don't really get the scope. So there's Firefly mode. I don't know if you can pick that up. I can see it. So I'm shining at the ceiling right now. So if you're in absolute darkness, Firefly mode will pretty much get you along the way, especially when your eyeballs get adjusted to the dark. Yeah, there's no protective coating on the lens. It's just one of them things where it's got like a shiny light up ring on it, and I guess it's in case you have it like that, you can tell that it's on. So that's quite impressive. So low, that's kind of like your everyday, most torches. Something like this, an everyday torch. So let's see, that's high on my Lumen craft here. So medium, I would say almost equivalent. And then high, yeah, it blows that way. So each torch is different. So that's quite handy. There's turbo. So that's quite impressive. So let's see, how do you get to them red modes? I don't remember. Let's see. Of course, things are already getting warm, so I'll turn that down. So we know about the block mode, color mode. Like you're going to tell 1.2 seconds. There we go. There's the red. So red is, I say, quite handy if for nighttime walking around or nighttime vision. It doesn't screw up your eyeballs with the super bright light. So that's pretty neat. So, like I was mentioning, the magnetic part, because every once in a while, you know, and you probably all, whoever's watching has probably come to that point where, you know, you need a light, but you got nowhere else. You can't use a traditional light and have it magnetic unless you put a magnet on the end. So something like this, you can have it lit up, but that angled part, you can have it angled, and then you can adjust it to where you want the light. Like I got it pointing at the keypad to switch the scenes. So that's pretty neat. And then you can have that working. So that's pretty neat. That's a pretty neat feature. So that's why, kind of reason why I wanted it. So that's pretty cool. And of course, full right angle. So if you got a pocket, you can put it in the pocket. So I do have another right angle torch, kindly provided by Pete himself, the Olight. So the Olight here. So we'll put the Olight on Mac Turbo, and then we'll compare beam angles here. So there is, of course, the Olight is more of a floodlight, more than an offset spot. So that's pretty interesting. And then so there's the Olight. So it gives you more of a floodlight. And then there's the Nicron, more of a spotlight. And of course, compared, you can see the hot spot of the Nicron overpowering the Olight. So, little comparison with that. So that's pretty neat. So, definitely a winner for me. For the does get quite warm for the turbo. So like I said, protective cell. It's a 2600 milliamp hour battery pack in there. It's got a magnetic base, and I thought this was a magnetic charging. Maybe I'm wrong. I know the base is magnetic because it wants to hold on to the cell. So let's see how much voltage that the power cell comes in at. So 3.7, so it's partially charged. So brand new freshly charged cell will definitely get you a little bit more lumens, and then it backs off, because all of them back off on lumens. Once they warm up, and I had that in my previous videos where I got the Lux tube out, and you freshly charged, you get your full potential lumen output, and then it slowly backs off little by little as this LED warms up and the chips warm up inside, and the heat affects the circuitry in there, so it backs off a little bit. So there's the port. So your traditional USB charging port. Of course, probably be a little hard to see in the dark because it's black on black. So there's the little port there. So like I said, I got plenty of USB cables for charging and all that other good stuff. So just another cable in the horde. So we'll plug in the cable, and the little LED that comes on. Of course, it's probably barely, yeah, you can barely see it, but there's just enough of light that you can see that it's charging. And that's also your battery indicator. Red is, you know, you're getting down to the bare bottom of the cell, and green is good. So pretty much this one stays green almost until about 30%, I believe. Of course, the specifications are on the Amazon website of the capacity. So let's see here. Oh, okay, here it is. green 100%. Green blinking is about 40% charged. So between 40 and 100, you'll have green or green blinking as you get closer to the end. 20% for red, 10% red blinking, and then 0 to 5%. So it keeps about between 0 and 5% battery charge, and it won't power on. Just enough to activate the circuitry to tell you that power's not on. There's not enough power in the cell. So that's pretty nifty. So that'll go into the work bag along with to have it on hand and to show it off. So the other one, like I said, my other work partner there, his is about this size. So, you know, a little bit bigger than a AAA, which I don't have anymore out here. So probably about the size to here. So there's not really much of a difference. And he keeps his in his pocket, but I got old cargo pants and stuff like that. So you can go in the side pocket, or you clip it on your belt or something like that. And then if you have it clipped on your belt, you double click the button so you don't have the false triggers and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat little torch to have on hand. So we'll open up the next torch there. So that's going to be the brother of this one, the PowerTac, and this one's from another suggestion that I got. This one from a storm chaser. So he's got this one, and he's also got the this one in here. So this one's more, like I said, more of a spot, kind of a flood spot. So pretty good beam angle on here, and it's got all the modes on it. But this one is magnetic charging. So I got the port here for magnetic charging. I think this one's a hybrid where it does have the magnetic and USB. So let's open up this guy. So let's see. New P3 is in the box. Pete's sending me another torch. So we got that, so we'll check that out. So there's the PowerTac Warrior FL 4200. That's a big boy. Light up the darkness. I like lighting up the darkness. There ain't nothing like it. Lifetime warranty, which is another reason why I like these. It's because in case something craps out on it, you can get another one. Because you never know. These things are probably running, especially on turbo, they're running your circuitry right at capacity. So you never know when something could crap out. So we'll check this out. So let's see, LED type has the Cree. Oh, XHP 70. Wow, that's impressive. So battery is one 18650. I love having the 18650s. Or you can run two CR123As. Not compatible with the RCR123As. I think that's the rechargeable ones, or 16340s. And 152 grams without the battery. Illumination, Firefly. Another one with Firefly mode in it. 0.72 lumens. Low is 95 lumens. Medium is 333 lumens. High is 1430. And in turbo, 4200 lumens. And then it's got the strobe in it. So your turbo, depending on the cell size, I think this one is 2200 or 2600. It will run for 1.23 hours. High will run on 1.63 hours. Medium, 5 hours. Low is 15 hours. And then Firefly, 60 days. Wow. That's a long time. So here's our PowerTac. This is all the accessories. So probably instructions and key ring. spare O-rings. And then all the propaganda. Mission accomplished. There's plenty more in store. Ready for your next mission. Flip for details. Of course, QR code. A couple of deck nulls. We recommend using the PowerTac high 18650 high discharge rechargeable lithium ion. Yeah, that's with all these torches. You can't have you know, a pathetic little 18650. So you need one with some gonads. You know, probably 20 to 25 amp or higher to better capacity cells, because otherwise they can't keep up. So here's our torch. So got all that good stuff. So we got accessories. So move that out of the way. See what's in the accessories, because this one, like I said, it's magnetic charging and all other good stuff. Oh, it's even got a real nice belt clip on it. That is nifty. That's the first one I had one of them on. Nice lanyard on that. So nice long lanyard. And we got our USB. This is our magnetic charging, so we definitely want to keep that. And we're going to put a label on it so this doesn't go anywhere. Come on out. So there's our magnetic charging, which I really like in today's day. The magnetic charging. So USB-A to magnetic. So a little bit old school with the USB-A. Someday these guys will come up with USB-C. So this looks like does it go in or out? Yep, looks like that. So that's pretty neat. So there's your belt clip. So you can pop that out. So that's pretty neat. First I've ever had it like that. And this is our little tag to make sure we take out our insulator. Remove the insulation, blah, blah, blah. So cut that out. Take a little gander here. So there's our magnetic charging port. Where's our USB-C? I think it's USB-C too also. Does it come under? It's just a rubber. Mode switch. Of course, it's got the anti-roll, so it can't roll. So it's pretty neat. And then it's got the nice little knurls here, so in case you need to beat somebody in the head. So there's our little insulator. What kind of cell do we got? 3200. So that's pretty neat. I know my other PowerTac came with a 2600. But I put a 3200 in there. Where did that go? So we'll see how this come in charged. So we are at storage mode, so we'll definitely have to charge that. So we'll test it for now. Of course, we'll have full lumens because it is partially charged. So we'll check this out. There's our Cree 70 HP in there. So we'll check this guy out. Out dark here, and one viewer. I know who's in there, just Pete. Everybody else who come in, 10 viewers, 11 viewers so far, they're in and out. So there is our high. And it's probably one of them switches where it, yeah, you can have it momentary. So if you only need it on for a second, you can just push and hold the button. a little bit, kind of like the half click on your camera. Half click, and then you do full click. You got all the options, and then you got the options. The side button on the end of the end cap is for all your options. So there's our Firefly mode. Barely see it. Yeah, it's a lot more dimmer than the Firefly mode of the other one. That one's still warm. So there is Firefly mode on the Nicron, and here is Firefly mode on the PowerTac. So that's why this one runs 100 days. It's even dimmer than that. Okay, so now we'll go to our, I guess that's low. This one's going to be more of a floodlight than a spotlight. So there's low, medium, high, so I probably don't have full turbo because of partially charged battery. So, but that's still quite impressive, and it's very wide angle, which comes in handy every once in a while. So that's more of a wide angle with not too much of a hot spot in the middle of it. More of a floodlight because of the orange peel reflector, where this one's got a smooth reflector. So yeah, you can tell the difference between the two. So it all depends on what you need it for. If you want more of a hot spot or more of a floodlight. So that's pretty neat. Put that back over there. So if you push and hold the button, it gives you the strobe. Just double click the button, it really doesn't do anything. That's pretty neat. And like I said, it's got the anti-roll, so it doesn't roll. Of course, in this house, roll is a problem. Then we got the magnetic charging, so which I kind of like on all of these. Of course, now this is my third one, so this guy just plugs in, and then you just hook it up to your charger, or USB wall wart or anything else. So we'll see what this charges at. Got the red light for charging, and the blue light for you got it connected. So we charge about, it started off about 100 milliamps, now we're up to about 900. So it's going to self-regulate depending on what it needs to do. So you might as well figure it charges at an amp. So probably about 3 hours it would charge up. But I thought this one had the USB, the other type of USB-C charging. Unless I misread something, which is possible. Or of course, maybe the Amazon listing is wrong. Who knows? Let's see, does it have any feature? Anti-roll, primary on and off button. Instant strobe, magnetic and micro USB. So yeah, so I did not read the instructions wrong. Where is it though? It's somewhere around here. It's not on that side. Maybe that comes off. Kind of a weird setup, especially when you got no fingernails to grab a hold of anything. Let's check that instructions down and see if it has any details. User manual, blah blah blah. Let's see, any pictures? Disclaimer. Pretty much the same thing. Magnetic / micro USB charge port. Using a blunt pointed object, ballpoint pen, carefully insert under rubber portion of magnetic charge port and lift up to remove the magnetic charge port component. Okay. So let's see, we'll use a spudger. So one of them deals where the port is super hard to come out. There we go. So there's our USB-A, micro. Ew. Should be USB-C. So now you can use your magnetic charging port if you want it for something else. We want magnetic charging, so that's going to stay in there. So definitely can't use it and grab it by the rubber and pull it out. Probably rip it right out from the torch manuals. Yeah, I just throw the manuals in a pile. Dirt up there, dirt behind there, but as long as it comes on and off with just a button, and then you can figure out the modes, because I really don't care about the SOS or strobe. I just want it on or off. So that's all self-explanatory. So that takes care of the where is the USB-A. So that's all that you got to do is make it USB-C, and it'd be very cool. Usually I keep the boxes for, these high-end torches, just in case you need to refer to them. Very neat that it's got this thing, your belt clip, so that's pretty neat. I wish they all had that belt clip type feature. Of course, it's a little tight. That's pretty neat. Keep that. So that's also a neat one. So 2 winners in my book. So being that this thing has a cord, and of course this is the Murdoch, oh shit, he's coming lanyard, so you don't lose it. So you can put that on any of your knurlings on there and then cinch it up. So definitely something that if you're floating around and you know you might drop it, because you definitely don't want to lose something like this. It's a very nice instrument. So, whoo. Because you never know, you might have to be stumbling around in the dark and you trip and fall, and you know that when you trip and fall, that thing is going to go flying. So you definitely want to have it close by. So that's pretty neat. So being that this is another magnetic cord that's proprietary, I don't know if the other one works to that one. So let's see, that's that one. So here is the other M5, the other PowerTac, USB-A and the USB-C. Of course, you see that I got it labeled. I wonder if that works on this one. Find out. Yep, lights on. So that's pretty cool. You ain't got to worry about losing that or looking for the cord. But we will label this one just for this one. So we'll get out our label maker out here and we'll make a label to identify that, because I've been identifying all my cords now, especially the high power USB C cables, like 65 watt, 100 watt, 240, whatever watt. So let's see, I gotta find the heat shrink tube. So that's 1/2 inch. I don't think that's big enough. No, that's not big enough. So I think I already got the heat shrink in there. Use my awesome label maker, because that's what it's for. Let's see, 3/4 inch. Yep, that's the one I want. So let's see, what do we want? Cable, coax, 12 point, blah, blah, blah. They'll figure it out. So let's see, power. Give me my power. Tac. Caps, tac. PowerTac. Let's see, we'll make it all one word like they got it. So 4200, and then we'll print it. There's our little label. Label. Love the heat shrink wrap. It's probably one of the best investments I made is a modern label maker. Instead of your conventional stuff. So now we can put that on. And then let's use the heat gun this time instead of a torch. So let this warm up. Let that warm up for a minute, and then see what else is going on. So what else is going on, Pete? Anything new? When are you going to make a video showing all your awesome Nixie stuff? Any other viewers? Oh, we got 2 viewers. Who's the second viewer? Come on, leave a comment. You know you want to. Maybe it's the secret admirer. Told you I'm sorry. Oh, come on. You made such awesome videos back in the day. Going nuts and going off with your, I got this, I got that, and then your giveaway coin gimmick. There you go. Of course, with your heat guns, when you're done with them, point them up like that so the heat gets out of them, so they last forever. So now we have our cord labeled, so I know what it belongs to. Not that it matters because I got 2 of them. Right angle and the straight job. So that'll go in the magnetic hoard, which is the side of the freezer. So he'll stick on there. We got the other one charging. So it'll take a couple of while to charge that. Then we got the other right angle one. Yes, I feel gutsy because there's some great giveaways in some boxes too open. I want to see what's in your boxes. So that's pretty neat. I think somebody had a Amazon review where they put this in their pocket and they burned a hole in their pocket. I'll be back, as Arnold would say. Okay. So that's pretty neat. We'll put that on charge. Both of them guys will go in my little travel bag. So we gotta find a cable that fits in there. There we go. Get that charging. Is it hot yet? Still hot. That's good. And of course I put all that stuff away when I'll put my cartridges back in there. Brilliant. So we'll put that away. Of course I never buy the official Dymo cartridges because they're overpriced for what they are. So the generics, they work just as good. Because it's like printers and stuff like that. They want you to use the generic HP or Lexmark or Brother, but if you get one of these companies that they know what they're doing, as in fooling the chip, they're almost as good. Yeah, you don't get the yield out of the like the drum and stuff like that. Which someday I'm going to be in the market for a new printer, because the ones that are in here are pretty sad. I retired one. The one that used to sit up there was a monochrome, so it was just too old. It was a good printer. I mean, it printed fast, but it was just too old. And it was, I think it needed a new drum. But there ain't no sense of putting money into these printers because they're only like $100 nowadays, except for the more intricate all-in-ones. So I'm in the market for maybe a new used all-in-one color laser. Instead of having 3 printers in here, of course now I'm down to 2, and one doesn't print so good. I think it needs a new cartridge, which is also a new drum. That's a duplexer, so that's worth keeping around. It is a monochrome, but it is fast. But I need a new color laser, because this one, it's getting sloppy on the feed, and it gets fussy on what you feed through it. Stuff like that. And of course, that's, you know, like $500-600 for that damn printer. Then it's finding a room for it, making stuff, moving stuff over. Then I got other high dollar purchases I need to make. I need to get new tires for the vehicle, because they're all dry rotted. And the one of the front end, not the front left, has got a slow leak around the bead. So that needs to be addressed. But I can address that easy enough temporarily with this stuff. I gotta wait for a warm day though. Not that it matters, but I don't want to be out in the cold. So I keep putting air in it. I can actually see, I know exactly where the bead leak is. It's right on the outside, and depending on how it's parked, depends on how fast the air goes out of it. So that's kind of annoying. So, but when I get new tires, I want new wheels, because I don't like the wheels that are on it now. I mean, they came factory, and a lot of people would be satisfied with that and stuff like that, but around the valve stem is all corrosion, and it looks like garbage. So I want to get new wheels. So a new set of wheels and tires is going to cost me about $3,000, because I want to get the good tire, all weather tires, not all season tires. I want all weather tires, because they're way better than all seasons. Because really, around here, if you drive in the wintertime, which if you get snow, which for whatever reason this year we're getting snow, which is kind of odd, you definitely want all weather tires, because all season tires are really 3 season tires. They suck in the snow. So I want to get a good pair of all weather tires and a nice set of wheels instead of the ones that are on it. So that's that. And then see what other high ticket purchases. It'd probably be more Christmas lights or something like that for the outside. And I have not yet taken the Christmas tree down outside. It's been too damn cold to take out the take down the Christmas lights. So everything is still up outside. Where's that silly app? There it is. It's still sitting outside. And that's the other problem. There's snow on the ground, so it's slippery. And I have to get the ladder out and stuff like that to take that down, along with the other one, the other tree. That's outside. Whoa. So there's the other tree. Still outside. Not that it's going to hurt the wires, stuff like that. It's all freaking commercial. So I think by the end of the week, the weather should improve some, where I can take it down. If there's not another storm next weekend, which they're trying to talk into another storm next weekend to talk. So let's check out that. Let's see. Pete was saying the P3, is that Olight? The new P3 in your box. Let's check out the Olight. P3, I think it's an Olight. Let's see here. Let's go over to Amazon. Let's see. Olight P3. Olight P3. See, that's a rail. Of course, it may not even be Olight. I don't know. Everybody's got their Warrior. Olight has Warrior. I just showed you my Warrior from PowerTac. Let's see, I don't see it. Of course, it may not be, like I said, it may not be Olight, so I don't know. Let's see, let's try P3 light torch. P3. Yeah, I have no idea. Find out when it gets here. Yes, Olight, you got P2. Yes, that is a P2, right? Yep, P2. So let's see, P-Run. P-E-R-U-N. So P-Run 3? Is that what it is? Come on, Amazon. There it is. Has it got 3? Yeah, that's that. Okay, it's got 3 LEDs in it. That's going to be friggin' cool. Yes, that's the one. Okay. Let's go over to the desktop. There it is. $90 here in the States. Wow. Another fantastic item. 3,000 lumens. Ooh, baby. Yep, that's the one. Got a magnetic charger on it. Yeah, baby. That's one hell of a light. Huge capacity battery provides 20-day runtime, reducing the need for frequent recharging and offering reliable light and for prolonged work. 20 days. That's got to be for low power. You ain't going to get no 3,000 lumens and have it last 20 days. It's got the red light in it. Hell yeah. It's even got, oh, this is a fancy one. Sensor is activated when an object is detected before or within half a second after the turbo mode is turned on. No kidding. High performance, max runtime of 20 days and premium LEDs with max output of 3,000 lumens. The headlight instantly illuminates large areas. So that's like my Warrior. It's more of a floodlight than a spot lamp. Then the red light, hands-free, red light, 2 brightness levels, flashing mode for signaling, suitable for working in low light. Yep. Enhanced reliability when a flashlight headlight detects other objects before or within half a second of turning turbo light. Approximately sensor will automatically reduce power output. No kidding! So if somebody gets up in your face, it turns the power down. That's cool. Large metal buttons, blah, blah, blah. Upgrade experience. Regular stainless steel mount, rather than AP68. Very cool. That's going to be neat. Oh, I would assume that it's coming in orange, Nixie orange. 9 watts of LEDs. That's some serious stuff. Of course, all these torches are getting serious now. All good reviews. Button on the side has a red light. Eee. Cool. That's pretty cool. So we'll have a not saying, but you're a guesser. Well, there's only 2 colors: red or black, orange or black. Of course, this one you sent because it's blue, so TARDIS blue. So that's pretty cool. Well, let's see. How long have we been going? Over an hour. So I guess we will end it here. So that's good. Besides YouTube's complaining that I've been streaming too long. So with that, we'll bid everybody adieu. So make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe. All the other people that watch the replay or other stuff, we got 15 views. People that come in and out. So with that, we'll see you on the next stream. So take care.